Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I thought I'd just come on here quickly, a la Sarah Ingham, to explain to you how I'm feeling right now about Chris Ingham, and Sarah I guess as well, because they're kind of grating on me at the moment. Chris is all about the money and Sarah's is all about the spending, right? Now I've heard them mention about this cost of living crisis that we're going through right now. So many people are suffering and, struggling. I should say, not suffering, they're struggling, right? They are struggling a lot, and lots of people. So I was thinking this morning, and Chris popped into my head. I know it sounds strange, but it's true. I was thinking to myself how I would love to have so much money that I could help lots of people, and I don't mean just donate here and there to like whatever, like, but just actually make a difference to somebody's life, who may be struggling that much that they can't eat or they can't heat their house or something like that. I'd love to be in that position. Unfortunately I'm not. But then Chris popped into my head, because the amount of times that Chris has put up all those posts, remember all those posts that he's been banging on about recently, about how he's got this much money and this is how much he's earned on this particular day, and it's every day. At some point it's every day he earns like $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 just by doing regular everyday stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he, is he making that much money? Does he have a lot of money? Now, if he does have that amount of money, and you may have different opinions, but can he not just help somebody out or do something nice for some other person for once, right? The other day I pointed out that he had said that he eats, lives, breathes, drinks, whatever, sleeps, money. That's all he's about. He just wants the money. It's a very self-centered way to think about life, but that's what he does. But would it not make you feel better, Chris, if you could actually just make a difference in one person's life? Now, no matter what you think of me, Chris, I do this every single day. Yes, I'm trying to make some money, obviously. I've got ads on my videos and things like that. But I'm also genuinely trying to make a difference to people's lives by doing what I do. And that is up for debate for whether or not I'm doing a good job or not. But, Chris, that's what I'm trying to do. Now, I'd love also to be able to help people out who are struggling more than myself. But I can't. But you are in a position to do that, apparently, according to a few of these screenshots. Doing nothing by your wife feeding your baby. And you made $4,000 just by being at the pumpkin patch. Nearly $3,000 whilst at the Blackpool Pleasure Beach, just having fun. $2,500 just by having a coffee at Costa. Another $2,500 whilst taking your kids Christmas shopping. So that's all sounds very well and good. There's also, things like this.
What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching.
Now, Chris, your life sounds amazing. You've got money coming in left, right, and centre, according to you. It is full of joy and money and passive income and everything else, and it is so amazing. But why don't you try and pass that on to a few people? Now, I'm not suggesting just because somebody's got money, it means they have to give it to the less fortunate. I don't mean that, because I don't believe in that myself. I don't, right? But what it does allow you to do is to be helpful, to help people out when they are struggling and on hard times and things like that, instead of just saying, yeah, well, I know that there's a cost of living crisis on at the moment, but you know, what can you do? I can empathize. I don't even think you can empathize with people, because I don't think you have that part of the brain to be able to do that. But you know, it would make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside in order to help people out. That would make you feel nice. I mean, I remember last Christmas, that Sarah did an entire video. It was like 45 minutes long, and it explained all the new traditions that you were going to implement. You know, things like the shoebox appeal. You were going to do that with the kids and help, you know, send those off to the less fortunate of the world. But as far as I can tell, that never happened. You were going to do the food bank thing. You were going to give food over there. You were going to buy extra shopping every week that you went to the shops. Obviously, there's no proof for or against that, but I'm willing to bet that probably never happened either. But there's so many things that you said you were going to do, but again, Christmas has come around, and in actual fact, Christmas is only about 6 weeks away, and people are still, you know, in need of these things that you said that you were going to do last year, but they also need it this year. So that tradition, it doesn't seem to have materialized. Now, Sarah's had a baby recently, so I know full well she hasn't been out shopping and donating and things like that. Now, I get that, completely get that. You know, you don't want to be doing that whilst you just had a baby, obviously. So I'm not saying that she should. But what I am saying is that, Chris, you can take over the mantle here a little bit and be a little bit kinder to people and help them out. That's basically what I wanted to say about this situation. It was just how I was feeling. I was feeling a bit down because I couldn't help people as much as I want to help people. But then I thought about Chris, who is always bragging about having so much money. Now, it's debatable whether or not he actually has that money, but he is using that money to lure people in to buy his things, right? So if he really does have the money, then I feel like he should be helping a little bit more. Now, there's a couple of other things I want to point out with this whole money thing that he's got going on at the moment, kind of unrelated to what I was saying, but a couple of things that I've noticed recently that I've not mentioned yet. And the first one is this he put up the other day about him making money whilst Christmas decorating. Took the day off to start the Christmas decorations. Now, he's put off in quotation marks to suggest that he doesn't need to take a day off, because all his days are taken off. Anyway, the point here is, how has he taken a day off? Because whilst filming this is actually work. His job is to vlog, right? And that is his job. So he's not taking the day off, he's actually vlogging it, and that is him working at that particular time. Also, obviously, he was putting together an ad for his money making schemes, and that is also working whilst saying that he's not working. And yeah, so that was just a little bit contradictory and a little bit incorrect information. But it's all good though. He still made 2k that day, so you know, thumbs up to Chris. Now the next one shows off just how bad he actually has become, and this is probably the worst one that he's put up ever, apart from the one where he showed his kids in bikinis and said that he made 3 or 4 grand, right? But this one was horrible. He says, get paid £50,000 to travel to Dubai. Now, it's interesting that he should say that you can get paid 50k to travel to Dubai.
The most incredible sunset horizon.
Ever anything at my entire life. Just like mind-blowingly stunning. It's really, really beautiful.
This is what automated passive income does for you while you live like a king. Now, he's saying that whilst he was in Dubai, he earned 50k, right, whilst he lived like a king. Now the problem here is that he was paid for this trip to Dubai. He didn't even pay for it himself. So for him to say that you can travel to Dubai and live like the king that you deserve and also earn passive income whilst you're over there is just so disingenuous, because he didn't pay for it. It was a gifted trip. And that is, in my opinion, that's the worst thing that he's done, because he's suggesting that he's paid for the trip when he actually hasn't, when people who he's trying to sell to will actually have to pay for said trip that he didn't have to. So there is that. I just wanted to bring all that to your attention, but mainly to say that I felt that like Chris should be helping out more, especially with this newfound wealth. I would certainly do so if I had the money. You know that I would. I hope you do anyway. You know, this time of year I usually do some form of fundraiser. I'm still looking at it. It's a little bit late at the moment for myself, so I'm going to try and have a look to see what I can do and maybe donate some money. My vlogs don't earn a lot of money, so it's like, you know, I can donate proceeds from a vlog, but I don't get much for each vlog, so it's I'll see what I can do is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to promise anything just yet, but I'll try and see what I can put together, and hopefully we can get some money to a worthy cause. That's the other thing, trying to find out which is the most worthy cause. There's so many different ones to choose from. So if you have any suggestions actually about good causes that may need, I mean, they're all good causes I guess, but if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. That would be great. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts about this down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, take care of yourselves and bye bye.